dealing with the same position now. Another kind of important thing that I like to think about from a sitting up guard, you know, especially if I can't get deep immediately, it's almost like wrestling. Like, I mean, this is Western Pennsylvania. I mean, I'm sure a couple of you guys have wrestled, you know, so I mean, a lot of it's going to be kind of common for you. But a lot of the attacks, a lot of the stuff that I like to look for from here, you know, it comes directly from wrestling, you know. It's the same stuff that I would be doing, same stuff that I'd be doing here, you know. Boom, you know, looking for a Russian, looking for a drag, stuff like that. 2-on-1. A lot of those same ideas are going to work, you know, from the same kind of thing. While I'm sitting down here in a sitting up guard. So again, foot's hooked inside. Got Jeff here. You know, number one, arm drag, trip, take the back. So here I'm grabbing the wrist, pulling, tripping that back leg. If he's getting caught here, I can just lift this leg. Keeping tight here, gripping on the hip, taking my hips out. Immediately going to a harness. Bottom hand over the top. From here, I'm going to roll. Pulling Jeff with me. Keeping everything nice and tight. From here, I'm going to try to go for the rear naked choke right off the bat. So I'm keeping my head tight to his head. So that's actually a really, really important detail. That way he's not able to turn into me, taking away any leverage he's got with his head. And since his chin's already up, it's going to pretty much stay up. From here, switching my grip to his shoulder. Immediately from here, I like to ratchet down. So again, with the gable grip. Here, using my head to control his head, to keep his head from turning into the choke or, you know, turning back into me to defend, ratcheting my arm down. I can finish a choke here. Ooh, sorry man, turn red. Or, you know, if I'm having a hard time there, hand snakes over the top. I'm not going here, just gonna break my arm. Just gonna pull my arm straight down, he's gonna break my arm. Yeah, don't wanna do that. Coming here, hands turn. Like, think about it as if I'm just running my hand down my arm until I catch on my bicep. So boom, catch on my bicep. I'm not turning my hand this way. I don't like cupping the back of his head with the inside of my hand. It makes it a lot easier for Jeff to pull my hand off. I've actually had fingers broken with people doing that. So I kind of learned my lesson fast. Instead, I like turning my hand backwards. So I'm behind his head with the back. So if you guys want to get behind me so you guys can actually see this from over here. Instead of coming back here where I can't really get down that far, Jeff can still reach up and grab that top hand. See, now that's a pain in the butt. Now I gotta start over again. Now he's gonna be controlling my hand. I gotta fight, deal with that. I don't want to do that. That's a waste of my time. Instead, I'm coming here. Hand is snaking right behind the back. Notice how deep I can get. Jeff, try to pull my hand up. It's not going anywhere. Also, I'm going to have more leverage, I'm going to have more pressure. You know, finishing a rear naked choke pretty much as I normally would, expanding my chest, you know, closing off my arm. But at the same time, I can lift the back of his head into it. So it's not like I'm just trying to go here and squeeze. I'm lifting the back of his head into it. Much faster. So again, from the beginning, same type of thing. Boom, looking for that arm drag, kicking that far leg. If I'm getting caught here, I'll extend. Coming here, keeping the arm tight. Take my hips out. Getting up on my knee. Take my harness grip. The underhook arm is going on top. Rolling to my side. Immediately my head comes to the side. Immediately right to the rear naked choke. Ratchet. Down. Turn the arm over. Squeeze. Lift up on the hand. You guys should notice I think a little bit of a difference there. Any questions?
I keep missing. Are you starting from the regular butterfly?
I'm starting from the sitting upward. So, you know, same idea. You know,
okay.
I'm not deep. You know?
Okay, you're not deep. Okay.
You know, maybe Jeff knows that I'm trying to get underneath him. You know, if you've got an opponent like who knows what's going on, the last thing you want is you underneath them. You're controlling their center of balance. You're directly underneath their center of gravity. You control them at that point. You know, staying out here, Jeff's smart. He doesn't want to engage with me all the way underneath him. That doesn't end well for him. Or it doesn't like me end well for him. It puts him obviously in a bad position. So he'll play here. Maybe he'll post on my head. Maybe he's looking to control my legs to pass. Whatever the case is. Boom, controlling the wrist. Coming back behind the tricep. dragging in, pushing the wrist down, blocking the foot. If this is still up, I'm just going to lift, come to the hip, knee comes out, right to the harness, and then the choke. Does that kind of address that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Any other